Hello and welcome back to Dark Souls. I have some good news and I have some bad news. The good news is what you're watching, the video and the game audio. The bad news is I lost my original commentary, the live commentary, to a crash with the recording software. So I'm doing this commentary afterwards. This is of course a shame. It's not the same as the heat in the moment commentary when fighting, but this is what we'll have for this one. I can't do anything about it. I'm continuing here with the Artorias of the Abyss DLC, and I turned human because I remembered that from watching other Let's Plays that one might get invaded, not here, but in the Oolacile Township. So I will head back there and lure the invader out. And also, other thing I did between the videos was I had to look it up. I didn't remember the name of the cat in the previous session, and of course her name is Alvina of the Darkroot Forest. Leader of the Forest Hunters Covenant. So Alvina was trying to lead me somewhere, so that was also something I wanted to explore on this session. And I think here I decided not to go against that mage, but go where Alvina was and head back to Oolacile Township instead. And then come back and start looking for whatever Alvina was leading me to. I decided not to edit this video apart from the very end of the session, which will be the next video when I upgraded some weapons. So this gameplay will be all I did in my session where DX Story, the recording software, crashed. So using the shortcut to head back to Oolacile Township in human form to get the invasion. And I also decided to give this woman the soul of Artorias, instead of using it to create a weapon or killing this lady.
What is it? Something else? Have you changed your mind?
Yes, I have.
Thank you. You are very kind. Please take this. I no longer need it.
And she rewarded me with dark silver tracer and gold tracer.
May the Lord guide thee.
One can get those weapons by just killing her, but I don't think it was very in my character for this playthrough to do so, so I decided to give the soul of Artorias to her. And I can always get a new soul of Artorias for the Artorias weapon in the new game plus if I want. So I came here killing a couple of these guys. I wasn't sure where the invasion was going to take place, but I knew it was here somewhere. And as I was fighting Manus, the father of the Abyss, last time, I tried both blocking approach and then using Swyhander and dodging. I was more or less decided on going with a shield because of those magic attacks, and I thought, oh right, here was testing the power attack of the Great Scythe. Thank you for that comment in the previous part for how against multiple enemies coming back from that swing with another power attack, you can easily take two opponents just like that. So yeah, as I was saying about Manus, Father of the Abyss, I was more or less decided to go with the shield, to go with a kind of slow and patient approach. But on these stairs, the invasion happens, and it is marvelous Jester, that merchant there in the Royal Woods just before I fought Artorias. I actually tried to do this, but then when I did it, made him fall, I realized that whatever he was dropping was now gone. I could have quit out of the game and then just reload, and I think the loot would have appeared here where he fell, but I didn't do so. I don't know if Chester drops anything, but it was gone now. So I think that was something that Chester was trying to do to me, make me fall out of this bridge. That's probably why he invaded there behind me on those stairs. But after I got that done, I decided to run back to the chasm of the abyss and start looking for whatever Alvina was trying to lead me to. Because I started to suspect it was not just the shortcut. The fog gate closed here, so someone was trying to invade me as I was in human form. Unfortunately, nothing happened. But yeah, regarding on what Alvina was trying to lead me to, I didn't remember exactly what it was, but in the end it was kinda good that I didn't beat Manus last time, because I remembered that somewhere in here one could rescue Sif, the Great Wolf, as a puppy. We haven't seen Sif in this Let's Play yet, because I've been on purpose avoiding that. Going to the Darkroot Forest and fight the wolf. So I knew it was somewhere here. I didn't remember it the last time, but now I did. So and I had a faint recollection seeing it on video that it was somehow related to Alvina. And here, as I was running back, I noticed that she was gone now that she got the soul. But to the abyss we go. Yeah, I didn't remember exactly where it was, but I figured that it was something that Alvina was trying to do. And here I actually ran to the wrong shortcut, taking me up instead of down, and then I realized that I hadn't unlocked this before. So it was in a way a good thing, but I head back to the other shortcut I was about to go. So there were actually 3 shortcuts in this area. This way to the abyss, on the other side of the bridge. That takes me to the other shortcut. And here I also remember that why don't I have a chat with Chester here? If he happens to have something to say about the invasion.
Oh, you. You have quite some nerve, or are you just thick? Fine then. What is it that you need?
I bought some green blossoms from Chester with a plan to use the green blossoms on the
I'll be seeing you
on the boss
if you
fight.
survive your travels.
Ominous a bit, are we? Yeah, Chester tried to invade us but failed. I bought the green blossoms that boost the stamina recovery, with the idea that I would use those in the boss fight when I would be using a shield, because Manus's attacks were so strong that even with my 40 endurance and a good stability shield, it was really eating all my endurance and even damaging me through the shield. So in this area, I figured there must be illusory wall, and sure enough there it was, because right here was where Alvina disappeared. I didn't remember where it was exactly, but I actually hit the wall on the first go. So in here, there's something in that circle of light there. And these incarnations of humanity, I guess, or some sort of ghosts, were surrounding it. So I killed these all. And here, when you look when I fight with the Great Scythe, when I hit, like any halberd weapon, it recovers really fast. But when I miss, my character kind of staggers because of the miss. And there's a really big window, for example, if you miss a hit against an enemy, especially in PvP with a halberd weapon. But let's see. So that is Sif. And Sif was rescued. Cleansing Great Shield. There's an interesting story on that. I think I read the message here. Yes, I did. Thank you very much, past me. Cleansing Great Shield. A steel great shield used by Knight Artorias, who succumbed to the Abyss. Artorias, deeply scarred by the Abyss, used this to form a barrier to protect his compatriot Sif. Although this drained the shield, its magic defense remains high. And this would actually be a good shield against Manus, but it requires so much strength that I can't use it. So Artorias came to the Abyss, but even when Artorias himself went mad, he protected Sif, his wolf, with the shield. But now Sif was rescued, and this will have an impact when I finally go meet Sif or fight Sif. But more on that later in this Let's Play. Right, here I was demonstrating how the staggering when you miss, or how long it takes to recover it compared to the hit. So now I was heading back to Manus. First dealing with this mage here, and then going back. I decided to go with the crest shield, which has high magic defense, but looking back at it, I didn't make the change while I was playing. Looking back at it, I should have just used highest stability shield, like Silver Knight Shield or something, because the dark magic that Manus was casting almost seemed like it was doing physical damage more than magic. But I left the message here dry right, because that message was here when I was here, and on that right corridor was the white titanite slab. But enough of that. Another attempt against Manus, and here on the first attempt I let the cinematic play, and then on any future attempts, if any, I would skip them. Manus, you are one ugly son of a gun. This will actually be interesting. Of course, I start with mistimed dodge. This is actually interesting watching this boss fight now when I don't have to play. I can focus more on how I do against those attacks and where I could have dodged or blocked. Here I was looking for the summoning sign and almost died. It was right there on the left, but it was so shiny here that I almost didn't see it. It's right there in Manus's right side right now, and that summoning symbol is one of Sif. Now, when I rescued Sif, I managed to summon Sif to help me here. Great Grey Wolf Sif summoned. Sif in this fight won't as much help defeat Manus, but provide some distraction, for example giving me good opportunities to throw lightnings at Manus, which was most appreciated. So as you see, I went and mostly tried to block Manus's attacks, but that big swoop with the hand was something I decided to try and dodge later on. Because it was simply too powerful, this one. But other attacks I more or less tried to block. But here I just missed. Alright, on this attempt, actually, right there I was with the shield up, ready to block, but then on the last second I hesitated and rolled backwards, and then he hit me and killed me. So I think it was after this that I decided that I will just block and only dodge when I actually know I need to do it, and that big hit. Because if I'd continue to do that, rely on the block, and then on the last second, too late, go for the dodge, it would fail. So I either had to rely on the block completely, or focus on timing the dodge correctly. So I decided to do that, mostly block, but then if needed, really focus on dodging and not even trying to block. So I turned myself human in order to summon Sif again. I wasn't 100% sure if I actually had to be human. Was Sif's summoning part of the normal summoning system, or was it special? So dealing with the mage here again and then going for Manus. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I actually had to be human, but I didn't want to test it by going in without turning myself human and then finding out Sif was not there, because it was definitely helping. It gave me that room to use the lightning spears, which were doing a lot more damage than the great scythe. If I'd thought about it before, I would have created myself a good weapon against these bosses before I came to the DLC, because all of them had such a high magic defense, and my fate stat scaled occult and divine weapons weren't doing very much damage against them. But in the end, it was only a matter of patience and just little by little taking the health out with Manus, and same thing with Artorias and the Sanctuary Guardian. Tried to run for Sif's summon sign here. The good thing about this summoning sign was that it was very quick to summon it, and there was no confirmation dialogue. Do you want to summon Phantom? I guess it was because it was here in the boss area. Okay, so here I started to get the courage again to actually attack Manus. And that hand attack was something I should have always used to attack him. But here, as I was fighting with Sif, I was hoping Sif would distract Manus a bit more, giving me a little break. And here I realized this was a good opportunity always to drink or throw some great lightnings when Manus was doing that big attack. And looking at it here, I totally missed those combo attacks when they happened. I thought it was always one attack and then I could hit. But when I went for attack after the first one, I often got hit. I really liked this forward attack. There I missed it, but it was very easy to dodge to the side and then either heal or hit. And I tried to make sure I was always in full health. Because Manus' attacks were so strong that while it was actually quite easy to avoid the attacks and dodge them, or just block them, Manus was hitting so hard that I just ran out of stamina when I tried to block, and because of that I was always getting a bit of damage. And that attack was the one I should have really just dodged all the time, because it was eating my complete endurance bar. Here I realized that there's actually an edge there on the left side, now behind Manus. Something Manus probably won't fall into, but I figured even that there is that kind of a black fog there, I was afraid that I could actually still fall in. So I started to avoid the edge whenever possible. And this attack was the chance where I should have. Why didn't I throw a lightning? Because Manus was staying in one place. I should have thrown a lightning there. And here I dodged that attack, started getting the hang of it. And here I rolled too soon. Oh man. Yeah, like all the boss fights here in the DLC, I really enjoyed this fight, enjoyed it a lot. They really ramped up the difficulty with the bosses in the DLC. I think one thing they really did here with these bosses, all of them, the Sanctuary Guardian, Artorias and now Manus, was that the boss's attacks were frequent. It was attacking you all the time. It was the same with Artorias, same with the Sanctuary Guardian, so there was very little room to recover stamina, not too much time to drink. You really had to find those windows of opportunity to have that heal. And with many bosses in the native game, you can quite easily find the break. And then also the kind of unpredictability of the attacks. Maybe it's because I haven't seen these bosses that many times, even on video, and of course I haven't played against them before. So they were all new, but I think the attacks were really there were a lot of kind of hard to predict moves. Perhaps most so with Artorias first. Of course, then after fighting him several times, then it all became quite clear. But with Manus also timing of the dodges and the attacks, it was not that easy. But I remember here running back to Manus, thinking to myself that Manus was actually quite easy. It wasn't that hard to avoid those attacks, but oh boy, did he give me a fight. But that will be next time. See you there.